Y así es, y puro Puebla, compadre. Los Jefes del Este.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of this podcast, Kicking It with Jess. I finally settled on a name. And today on this interview, I'm kicking it with
Los Jefes del Este.
And in this interview, we're pretty much just going to get to the bottom of who they are, their journey, and see what's up with them, what they got going on. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So, how did this group start? Walk me through your journey from beginning up until now.
I mean, I've always been playing for I've been playing music for 10 years now. And,
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I just like the style of music, the guitars and stuff. So I just wanted something different.
And it's always been 3 people in the group?
Nah, well, I started with my cousin.
Okay.
Me and my cousin, we started it, and then I added another singer, and then it's been 3 years now. But yeah, then I met Axel, a year in.
Oh, okay.
And then that's when he came in, and then we started doing our thing.
Yeah, because I think I've known you guys for a little while now.
Yeah.
You guys used to have, what was it, about 4 or 5? 4 or 5 of you guys?
4 or 5?
Five guys? So what happened with the other guys?
They're doing their own thing too.
Oh, okay.
You know, they out there. You know, they doing their own thing, and
So at what point did he decide it's time for me to step up and I'm gonna be the lead singer now?
I mean, it was just we had no other choice. You know, it was just he gotta do it. We gotta keep going. You know, we can't stop.
Was it something you always felt like I really want to be a singer, or is it just something that was like fuck it, like I gotta do it?
I mean, when we started, I started off as the segunda voz,
Okay.
So it was when I saw myself, I was like, segunda voz, I'm perfectly fine with that. But when he said, when we had to keep going and I had to step up to the primera voz, I was like, if it has to be done, it has to be done, and I just had to echarle con todo.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So what genre of Mexican music do you guys play?
Sireño, you could say.
Sireño.
Sireño. Yeah.
As growing up, have you always played that style of music, or is it just something you're fond of?
Nah, it's just something I always listen to. So I like a lot of different types of music, but that was the main one that I liked.
Okay, that's what's up. So how did you guys, progress through the whole breakup from the group, from leaving the other guys? Was it a struggle moving forward from that, or did it kind of just fall in place?
It wasn't really a breakup. It was just when
people started going their own ways, starting to do their own stuff. How did you manage that? Because you started the group, right? With your cousin?
Yeah, with my cousin.
So how did you manage through that, trying to find different people? Or
I just kept it going. At one point it was just me and him, so I was just let's keep going. We recorded our first EP together. And,
okay.
And that was when COVID was about to hit, so we had time. And then after that, he started learning guitar. And then, that's when we just kept going. And then that's when my cousin, she learned how to play the bass. And she came in, and then that's when it just all fell through, together.
So how did you guys bring in Yadi?
Because of him, he got me hip.
Oh, okay.
You were at a party, right?
Yeah, we were at a party.
Yeah.
This was my first time because my cousin would pressure me. We were like, we gotta play a song, and I'm like, I don't want to, because I was like a month in playing, and they were like, let's go, and I'm like, okay. So I started playing, and then I guess he recorded it. He told me he recorded it and sent it, and then that's how it is.
I think so. I think she was playing, and I was there, and I think I told him, I was like, cause they're family. So I was like, Yare. I was like, Yare. She knows how to play the bass, and he was like, for real? I was like, yeah, and he was like, we should invite her to come. And we just jammed out.
We jammed out one time.
I think there's a video on the IG page. The video, I was jamming out, and then after that,
everything just clicked.
Yeah, everything just clicked right there.
Did you always have a love for music, or is it something that just randomly dawned on you, or?
Honestly, I wasn't even I would go to parties and everything, but I wouldn't be into music like that. It was because my sister wanted to play. She actually got the bass herself, and she would practice, and she would show me videos. She'd be like, "Oh my God, you want to listen to it?" I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna listen to it." And then that's when, she would be doing her own stuff, and then she wouldn't have time most of the time. So I was like, I want to learn. It looks fun, and then I started learning, and then it's just started.
But now you typically do the whole new style, right?
Oh,
So
yeah.
you slap the bass, right?
I slap the bass.
How hard is that? like keeping the rhythm and everything, and then you know.
Oh yeah, my fingers are like everything.
The
I'm
fingers.
No, at first it was really hard. Like it was frustrating and everything. I mean, it's still hard till today, but you just gotta get practice into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're recently new to playing guitar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't learn until what, a couple years ago?
Until quarantine started. Literally,
wow.
yeah.
So a year
once
and a half
quarantine,
ago?
yeah, literally since quarantine started, I just sing. Then once quarantine started, and I always wanted to learn how to play guitar. Always wanted to, but every single time I tried, I would try for like a week and then just give up. You know, I would just give up. So I would just prefer the video games instead. You know, play video games and everything, and forget about the guitar until quarantine started. I had time in my hands, and I just told him, I was like, hey, I want to learn guitar, and he would let me borrow his guitars, and I would just took me like a month.
No
Learning
way.
it like that, yeah. Learned it quick.
We could say he's kind of naturally talented. Right? It took you a month. That takes people a long time.
No, yeah, of course. No, but I mean, it's just dedication, bro. Literally, that's what I learned. I mean, if you really, you know, if you really want something done, you know, just gotta put it, you all into it.
That's what's up. And you too, right? You're the requinto.
Yeah.
You weren't always you didn't always play that, right?
Nah, yeah, I mean, I've always kind of played, like, I started with Bajo Quinto.
Oh, okay.
And then, then from there, that's like easier. And then requinto, that's what came on, like, you know, when I started the group. Yeah, so it's been like 3 years now. So, yeah.
So how did you guys come up with the name Los Jefes del Este? Or how did you come up with the name Los Jefes del Este?
Shit. It took us a while. I think I was at the shop where I used to work at Fresh Fades.
Okay.
And I was just asking everybody, like, what you think, like, you know, and then I think AJ, or I forgot, I think AJ was the one that told me, like, hey, Los Jefes del Este, like, you know, and it just came through. I was like, Los Jefes del Este sounds tough.
Something natural.
Yeah.
Shout out to my boy AJ out there.
Yeah.
AJ the barber.
Yeah.
And you're a barber, right? You've been
Yeah, I'm a
doing it
barber, yeah.
A couple years now?
Yeah, like 10 years now, 10 years, yeah. Yeah, we got the studio right here, Jefe Studio.
Show them the painting.
Yeah, it's getting touched up, but yeah, it's in the works though. Yeah, thank you.
So how is that balancing music and the barbershop life? Because they're both kind of demanding, right? Especially because now you have your own place.
Yeah. It falls in because like during the week, you know, I cut, and then the weekends, you know, it's the tocadas and stuff. So, and then also I'm like my own boss, so like, you know, I could like make time for practice and all that. I'm not really like, you know, on a schedule. So yeah, it just falls into place. Yeah.
So what's one of the challenges you guys have, you know, with music? Like, what's something that once you got into this whole music industry, what's one of the hardest things you think you've had to come across?
I would say one difficult thing, I would say, like, in the music for us is like trying to see, I would say, like, what songs to play in the type of events. You know, I mean, for us it's like more like, you know, we try to think about, okay, like, let's see what event we're gonna play at. You know, what type of songs do we think, you know, the type of event we're like, you know, because we play norteñas, you know, we could change it up, play something from, let's say, like Eslabon or, you know, Marco Pepe or something like that, you know. So it's like, I would say that's one difficult thing that, like, kind of
knowing the right setting.
Knowing the right setting.
Yeah.
Was, you know the setting, know the songs we should play there, and, you know, yeah.
Now, out of the DMV, right? Not to discredit anyone, right? But you guys are probably the more progressed group in the DMV in terms of this genre of music. At least,
like Sireño.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, how has that been? You know, gaining about 10,000 followers on Instagram and a couple thousand views on YouTube with your videos. How does that make you guys feel?
I mean, me, bro, like, I feel amazing, bro. Like, it's honestly, it's a great feeling. It's a great feeling, honestly. Like, I mean, you know, it's just something like me, when I started, it was just like, you know, I want to do this music because, you know, I love music. You know, I love music, I love playing, you know, everything like that. And so it's like, when we get this feedback and everything like that, it's an amazing feeling, you know, just seeing people, like, you know, actually, like, how can I say it,
just tune in.
like, just like, convivir contigo, you know, just like sing along, you know, just like actually, like, you know, fuck with you and everything like that. And the music it's just an amazing feeling, you know. It's amazing, you know. I mean, for me.
Yeah. So, Yare, when you entered the group, did you know what you were getting into, or was it something like, were you nervous?
Well, honestly, at first, I know I was just like jamming out with people. I was just like, okay, you know, it's my first time here. Like, I don't know about anything about the music industry.
Okay.
So I was just vibing with the flow. I was done with the flow. But, you know, at the end, I really like it. Like, I like the environment. You know, people support each other. I love that. And then...
Did you ever have stage fright, like, on your first event?
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah.
To this day, I still do.
You get nervous?
Yeah.
I mean, that's good, right? Because it's always better to know that you're still feeling something, even though you're going out there repetitively. You still have that same feeling as the first time.
Oh, yeah.
And now, you guys have played in a lot of events, right? Big and small. You guys have traveled to New York,
North Carolina. Where's have we gone? Jersey, Delaware. Yeah.
A lot of places on the east.
Yeah.
If you could go anywhere on the west coast, where's the one place you'd want to go?
My dream is Cali. LA, Texas.
Texas is a big one for a lot of people.
There's a lot of places we would love to go to. I mean, you know.
So if you guys want to see Los Jefes del Este, invite them out, bro. Fly them out. But so what would you say from all the events that you've had in this last couple of years? Which one would you say is the one that stood out the most to you, that had the biggest impact on you?
I think North Carolina.
No, I mean it's just a different like.
The environment,
the environment is just so nice. So nice. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's like when was it when we went to go play with Fuerza Regida? When we opened up for them in North Carolina in Enigma.
That's a big ass.
It was a big nightclub.
Yeah.
And bro, like when I tell you, I felt me on stage when I felt like every single song those people sing with us. I literally like in my ears I heard every single person like sing all the songs with us, bro. It's amazing out there.
Did you get emotional?
I know.
I mean, sometimes having that kind of reaction when you're maybe not used to it too much can kind of choke you up. Did you, at all? Did you get like kind of emotional? Like, fuck, this is crazy?
No, I mean, of course. I mean, when I was on there, I was singing along, and you know, the moments where I would be like, you know, como dice, and then like they would all sing it in my head. I was just like, you know, this is just so crazy, bro. Like, you know, like who would imagine, you know, just play, like this is it's just an amazing feeling, bro. Right. Honestly, it's amazing. It's amazing. And from traveling and everything, what's probably the hardest thing about traveling?
The hardest thing?
Yeah, like probably the most stressful thing about just getting to the venue and everything.
You just get drained. Like for me, you just get drained when you get there. Like, you know, from all the driving and shit. You gotta make the energy to go play still. You know, so. I
mean, but you know, we love it still. You know, so it's like we love it still. So I mean, we go with all the ganas and everything like that. You know, con todo. You know, I mean, another difficult thing is like the music wise, you could say, because you know when it's like with here, you know your people. You could say, you know, like. You know your environment, you know what they like hearing, you know, and everything. But when it's different places, you know, it's different. You know, you don't know if they over there they like more corridos instead of norteñas. So, you know.
So between these three cities, right? Between right here where we are, the DMV, North Carolina, and New York, what are the different types of music that you would generalize those areas? Like if you go to North Carolina, what are you playing?
Corridos.
I mean, corridos. Yeah, corridos.
The majority of the set.
I mean, North Carolina is more like, you know, they're more like, how can I say? When we went to go play, they're more like, you know, how can I say? More hip, you could say.
They're more advanced.
You know, and everything like that, más alterados, you could say.
Echa más desmadre.
Yeah. No, yeah, I mean, here, I would say we would play more like norteñas.
Okay.
I mean, you know, norteñas, you know, we know a lot of people here like to dance and everything like that.
Yeah.
In New York, I would say more like oldies, I would say.
Yeah.
Oldies, more like, you know, more oldies, norteña wise and everything like that, you know.
Did you guys know when you guys found Yada and she came in, did you guys know the impact that it would have on the group? Or was it just like, fuck it, let's see what happens? Or did you kind of like project, it's going to be big?
I mean, when Yada came into the group, I was like, you know, let's give it a try. But I knew it was going to be kind of an impact also because, you know, you don't see how could I say, females in this industry that much, you know. So it was like I knew there was gonna be some type of impact, you know. So it was like, you know, it was yeah.
So what have you seen when you go to all these places and you go to these different events? What's the crowd's reaction when they see you?
They're all in shock. They're like, what, you're playing? Like, yeah, it's really nice when it's feeling like some, like, you know, girls come up to me, they're like, oh my god, you did so good, like, oh my gosh, like, you're really inspirational. I'm just like, oh my god, it touched me so much.
That's what's up, because a lot of them probably, like, there's probably girls in the crowd that like music, want to get into it, but are probably scared because of the, you know, the way that everything is. They think that, oh, it's only for guys.
Yeah.
But that's cool that, you know, you guys have a female role model for the group, you know?
Yeah.
That's nice. Probably floods your DMs too.
I like how he was like.
No, it'd be crazy. I'm like, oh my god, there'd be some.
Bro.
It makes me laugh, but.
It comes with the territory, right? It is what it is. I'm sure Axel gets his fair shares. But so moving on from right now, right? I have this little segment where I've asked a couple of your fans some questions, or well, I asked them if they wanted to ask you guys a question, what they would want to know, right? So I got one. We all know this guy from Romelio, right?
Oh my boy.
Romelio says, when are you guys gonna play Langelina?
He's always that.
Shout out to my boy Romelio out there for Puta Lazar. You know, saludos.
Shout out Lazar.
No, yeah, I mean, right now, I mean, it's a song we recorded actually. It's a song we recorded. I mean, you know, we're always down. You know, it's funny because you know it's always like he's always there in La Angelina. When was it? Friday when we had the tocada. MXL. We were making the list and we were like we should add La Angelina, and then they were. No, she was like, we should have La Angelina. I was like, yeah, we should play it. We were like, cause I was like, if Romelio shows up, we should play it. And yeah, we were me on stage. I was just waiting to see Romelio, and then I didn't see him. We finished the set. We get off stage, and I go and I'm just chilling there, and I see Romelio. I'm like, he's like, where's La Angelina? I'm like, bro, we're trying to find her. I was here the whole time. I was like, bro. No, yeah, but we tell him next time we got him. We got him right there, La Angelina.
So another question is this just a hobby for you? Is it something you guys see yourself like living off of?
For me, it's just a passion, you know. It's a passion, yeah. Like I fuck with it, and I mean, if it comes, you know.
If it comes, it comes.
If it comes, it comes.
Yeah, the same. I mean, there's a passion, a love for music, you know, and like he says, if the opportunity comes, and you know, let's do it.
So how about you, Yadi?
Yeah, it's pretty much it. Like how they said, like if it comes, it comes. I really love it. It's like, you know.
That's what's up. Another one. Who is the lightweight in the band?
The lightweight.
Lightweight in what?
Who's the lightweight? Like
in what? In drinking?
Yeah. Lightweight, bro. They want to know.
I'm the lightweight. Yeah, I'm the lightweight.
Alright, here we go. If there's one band in the area that you would love to collaborate with, who would it be and possibly why?
Dang, there's a lot.
There's a lot, yeah, to choose.
To be honest, I don't have one, bro.
I can't even.
For me, bro, all of them are amazing. You know, from, you know, all of them, honestly, bro. You know, me, I love norteño con sax, you know, sireño, all type of genres. I like playing. So I mean, corridos also, you know. So it's like, if we get the chance to do with every single grupo, you know, why not? Let's do it, you know.
What's up?
Of course.
When you guys end up going to all these sets, right? And let's say the crowd is kind of like dull, right? They're not as active as you might want. What do you guys do? Like, how do you overcome that?
I mean, we just try to keep the energy up, you know. I mean, the thing, let's say some people might not, you know, like you say, you know, just, you know, down. But then you never know. There's that one person over there, you know, just jamming out with it, you know, just, you know, they're like, you know, I like how they play. So I mean, we just try to keep the energy up because you never know, you know, like one song can change everything, you know, and it's happened to us. It's happened to us a lot of times, you know. We start off, you know, iffy, you know, with our errores and everything like that. 3 songs, 4 songs in, we play this one song that just lifts everyone up, you know, and you just keep going, you build off of that, you know,
So, you guys have recorded music, right? And you have music on Apple Music, Spotify, any other platform?
Everything.
On all platforms? And YouTube, I know I've seen my personal favorite is Tu Llamada. I know I might never get it during the set because it's such a slow song. I may not get it, but I'm still hoping for it, right?
Nah, you're gonna get it.
But what's probably your favorite song that you've recorded so far?
Favorite song that I recorded? There's a lot, bro. There's a lot. I mean, you know, for me, I would say one of my favorite ones would be Tu Llamada also. Tu Llamada also, I mean, it was a really good song, you know. Shout out to my boy Fernando in Periodos 14. You know,
Texas.
From Texas. You know, shout out to my boy over there, you know, that hit us up, was like, you know, hey, let's make this song happen. And yeah, we got to it, you know, we recorded and everything. And yeah, you know, gracias a Dios, you know, it's doing good, you know. You know, people like it, like, you know, people want it.
Oh, hell yeah, I want it. I've been waiting for it, bro. Every time I see you guys, I'm like, yo, like your mom.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that's one of my favorite ones. I mean, all the songs that we record is, you know, favorite. Who's one of your favorite songs?
Yeah, so what would your favorite song be?
Shit. I like playing Un Blanco and Wax.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that one's tough.
The original.
Yeah, that was like probably like one of the first originals that we did, and a lot of people like it, you know, cause you know it has like lyrics, you know, from Puebla and stuff like that. Yeah,
because you don't really hear a lot of shout outs to Puebla.
Nah,
you don't.
We're from Puebla.
Recognize Puebla, bro.
Yeah.
We're all from Puebla. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, I fuck with that one. That's my favorite.
How about you, Yere?
I mean, the only one I recorded was Esta Noche. I really like it.
Oh.
Yeah, there was a lot of beats that I like on it. It was improvised, and then it just went with the flow.
I like that one too. Esta Noche.
You guys have how many music videos? 2? Like actual videos? Official music videos? That's 2, right?
We have Algo Especial.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Algo Especial.
Oh, yeah.
No, but I really like Esta Noche. Esta Noche is really good. I really like it. But no, Algo Especial too. It was
Algo Especial, another.
But it was Algo Especial. It was Algo Especial.
Yeah,
okay. What would you say is probably the funnest thing about being in the group?
Funnest thing, I would say, I mean, for me, I would say, you know, building, let's say, like, relationship, you could say, with, you know, just them also, you know, it's, you know, just building the relationship more and more, you know, understanding more each other, and, you know, going other places, you know, traveling, you know, conociendo otros lugares and everything like that. I would say it's a very fun experience.
But before this, you didn't have any, you know, other groups, right? Like this is your first time.
Yeah, my first grupo.
How's the experience been, like being like nowhere near this or connected to it? Because I know Kevin has been in like freaking like what, like 6 groups.
I mean,
so how's it been for you? This is your first group, and you guys are doing so well.
It's amazing. It's amazing. You know, I mean, like I said, yeah, it's amazing. You know, it's a good feeling. You know, first group in. You know, and you know, doing all these stuff. You know, learning, because you know, I'm all new to this. You know, so it's like learning how everything works. You know, learning everything. You know, it's a good experience. Yeah.
So yeah, what would your favorite song be to play on stage? Like that song is just like, man, I just want to fucking dance around and stuff while you're on stage or something.
I really like Chivo Latimado. I like that one and La Angelina. Because I just go off, I'm just like I'm jamming with it, so it's like, yeah.
How about you? Because I know you get down, bro. You be there. I see that.
Shit, I don't know, bro. What's another one? I don't know, it's a lot, bro. Like, which one you think?
Alright, so it's you. I mean, what are some of you?
I don't know. Shit, which one do I always ask for? Which one do I always ask? Like, which one?
It depends.
Yeah, it depends.
I don't know, bro.
I got my favorites.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean, I would say he likes playing more like corridos types.
Yeah.
I like
I'd say he's more
so
corridos.
like El Búho.
Type.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, apart from the music, right? Because I know music sometimes could be kind of stressful, especially when you're in a creative process, you know, trying to come up with different songs and stuff like that. What are some things you guys do to escape? Like, kind of just like go away and take a breath? Or like, is there hobbies that you guys like doing outside of music?
I mean, outside of music, I just play video games, you know, and everything like that. Right now, you know, yeah, it's pretty much, you know,
Just
play video games. Video games. Literally, I mean, that's the only thing. I mean, I don't, You know.
Play Fortnite?
Nah. FIFA. Anybody want to work in FIFA, you know? In the call center.
Adam. Shout out to PSN.
Nah, chill.
At the PSN.
Yeah, I'm about to get in, and then all dog me. Nah, yeah, I mean, yeah.
How about you?
Yeah, literally, I play PlayStation too. I be playing video games with my friends.
Gamer girl.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
How about you?
Sometimes here and there I might game with them, but I mean, what else? That's it for real.
Yeah.
That's it, yeah.
So we kind of got this story of how she started with everything. What got you into singing? Like, what's that story? Like, did somebody in your family used to sing, or is it just something that you just randomly picked up?
I mean, nobody in my family, let's say, like, was an actual, like, you know, in a group or anything. I mean, for what I know, you know, nobody was in a group or anything like that. But my mom's dad, she would tell me that my abuelita would sing, you know, would just sing, you know, just singing. I think that's where I got it from, you know, and, you know, how could I say, how I started singing was, you know, like how everyone does, you know, just sing in the shower, you know, you start singing in the shower, and that's where everything comes out. Now, and one time I was, and, you know, I over here got ready and everything. My mom was like, you know, she was like, cantas bien. I was like, I know, in my head, I'm like, no, you know. And ever since that moment, whenever we would go to parties, they would always make me do karaoke. They would always make me do karaoke, you know, with the little speaker, you know, turn everything on. You know, I would still be shy. I was like, no. They'd be like, no, come on. And, you know, yeah, that's how I started everything, you know. And then, how we all met, how could I say it? It was
after her 15.
After her 15. I was a chamalan in her 15.
Yeah.
I mean, we all knew each other since back then, you know, like, our parents, you know, compadre, comadre, you know, their family. You know, I'm a family friend, you could say, you know, but we all consider each other family. How can I say, it was the recalentado, you know, we were all chilling. After the 15, I was downstairs on the video game also, and there everybody was outside, and he showed up with
my cousin.
With his cousin.
That we started it.
Yeah, but the owners, and they showed up with the guitars, they were playing there, and since my parents would always be like, you know, karaoke and everything like that, you know, they would want me to sing in places, and everyone else, even her parents would be like, you know, canta and everything like that. They called me. They were like, "Hey, come outside." They were like, "Come outside." I was like, "Why?" They were like, "Just come outside." And I went outside, and yeah, I didn't know him at the time. I didn't know, and they were just like, you know, canta. They were like, canto con ellos, and I was like, and then I was like, nah, they're this, and he was like, what songs do you know? And me, I really looked up to Ariel Camacho and everything like that. You know, like I would say. You know, a person that really, like, you know, brought the Sereno thing into place, you know, how it is now. I would really, let's say, love the way he played, love the way he sang and everything like that. And I would, at that time, I would only know songs of Ariel Camacho, so like El Karma, Yo Quisiera Entrar, and all those, El Toro Encartado. And I think we played El Karma, I think. I think El Karma. El Karma was the first
time we met.
Like, the first time we met, like, you know, just like that.
In the backyard of Yare.
Yeah, and Yare at the time didn't play bass, no, not that she was, you know, she just... It was her 15 recalentado. No, yeah, and we started playing and everything like that. And then from there, you told me.
I invited him after, like, I was like, damn, like, I saw him, he was, like, he could sing. I was like, damn, like, you know, you should come through, jam with us. And then I think that same week, I invited him and he came through. And yeah, he learned the songs and
yeah, he sent me songs to learn.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean,
his dad brought him. He was young.
I was young, bro. I was young.
How old were you when you actually got into the group?
Bruh, like 13, 14.
14, 15.
How do you know?
Me? I'm 17 now.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That is the youngest? You're the youngest.
I'm the youngest, yeah. I'm the youngest, yeah. I'm about to turn 18 though. I'm about to turn 18. How are you? But a lot of people be like, bro, you're 17. I'm like, yeah, bro, it's crazy. It's crazy. A lot of people be like, you know, you look older and everything like that. Or some people be like, you look 17. But so I get mostly that I look older a lot. And ever since that moment, you know, I went, and then they were like, you know, how would you like to, you know, to join the group, you know, and everything like that. And ever since at that time, it was just you and Danny.
Me and Danny and Michael too. Michael was
No,
Dirty Dan?
then when I went.
Yeah, Dirty Dan.
Dirty Dan.
Dirty
Shout out to
Dan.
Dirty
Shout out
Dan.
to Dirty Dan.
No,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, at that time when I went, who was it? It was just you and Danny, pues.
Yeah, but Michael was already in it though. Michael.
No, but at the like say that
at the
when I showed
practice,
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just
Yeah, it
them
was just
two.
him.
And then after that, yeah, they invited me, and then the next time I went, it was with everybody that was in the grupo. You know, that's where I met Michael. Shout out to Michael. And then it was your
Eric.
your uncle.
Oh, was my uncle still?
I think yeah, it was.
No, that's not my uncle. That's Danny's uncle.
Oh, no, Danny's uncle. Oh, my bad. No, yeah, this other tuba player that we had at the time, and yeah, that's where I met everyone. And yeah, that's how it all started. You
Yeah.
could say that's how we all met each other. I mean,
You
you
should
know,
see
we
the videos. Like he looked like a kid.
bro, I look. I used to have a what did I have? No, back then, you know, there was the thing about the mohawk and everything. So I had a mohawk, but no, when I met them, I had a side.
But that's because I cut your hair and changed.
And then also, we became bandmates, and he became my barber. So you know, he fixed me up and everything like that. No, yeah, and that's where I met him. You know, and I knew Yada since, you know, we were small and everything, like, you know, family and everything. But that was the first time I ever met Kevin also.
Okay. So how about you? Where did your love for music start? Because you played in a lot of bands in the area.
Yeah.
So where was it that you like first picked up your instrument, or how did that inspiration come out?
I started at church actually at St. Bernard. Yeah, I started at church, and then from there, I met Pablo. Pablo, you know Pablo from
Alianza.
Yeah, shout out to Pablo.
Shout out.
Pablo and Felipe, and they took me in, and then from there, yeah. And then from there we started that group. Well, they already had a group, and we did that. And then Pablo was on drums actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then I just started from there. That was, and then after that I forgot what else. It's been a lot of groups, yo. It's been a lot of groups that I was in. Yeah.
But what would you say is your inspiration in terms of like a musical artist? Like who inspired you?
Me, Los Cuates, cause I know Ariel Camacho was his era. Like you know, like I listened to him too. But me, like, way since I was a kid, like, Los Cuates, yeah, like, they had the Takaminis, the guitars and shit. They're the ones that inspired me.
How about you, Yada? Did you have any musical inspirations?
Honestly, there's a lot of bass players that I really looked up to, like, Bajoloche players. There's a lot. I see so many talents, like, some girls, like, La China, I don't know, she's from Texas. I really loved how she played. Yeah, there's many. There's really much. I can't really pick one. There's a lot.
So, what's probably the craziest thing that has happened to you guys? Whether it be like on tour, when you guys are moving around, or at an event. What's probably the craziest thing that's happened?
Shit, for me, it was when we went to New York. There was a stabbing actually, couple stabbings. Remember?
Yeah. That
was that?
That was in
Brooklyn,
Queens.
Queens. Yeah, Queens.
Queens.
Oh yeah, because we invited you.
Yeah,
You were gonna go. He was gonna go. But literally,
Oh yeah, you were gonna go.
Yeah.
good thing you didn't go.
Yeah, no, bro.
You would have wasted your money. Like we only
Bro,
played like one song.
Kid you not? We only played like 2 songs.
2 songs, yeah.
2 songs. We were gonna go into the 3rd song. We were about to play El Güero. We were going to play El Güero. We were starting. I was animando. Keep in mind.
Because that was a sonidero event, correct?
Sonidero type event. Yeah.
And you guys were the only group?
No, there was other groups.
Other cumbia groups and Vivo. Oh yeah, then there was another group. Another group.
Marca
also.
Suprema.
Yeah,
Yeah, shout out Marca
Shout
Suprema.
out. And and we were playing 2 songs in. I was animando, and then all of a sudden we were starting, and then boom, everything started. It got crazy, and we got off stage. We were just chilling till everything got calm, and they were like, no, se canceló, and we left.
Yeah.
It was bloody, bro. Like, we saw
crazy.
somebody leaking. And
It was
crazy.
crazy. And that's one thing I would say is a danger, going into the industry. You never know, you never know what could happen in front of you. You always got to be aware of your surroundings and everything like that, because you just never know.
You guys ever had like an embarrassing moment on stage?
You had it probably.
I have so many. There was this one time we were on stage. I think it was in New York or New Jersey. It was like New Jersey. They came up because like in between some like sets, like we played 3 songs in, and they'll come and question us. And I was like, oh my god, they're gonna question us. And then I can't. Like,
What do you mean by
like
question?
questions, like just ask
Like an interview
questions.
type.
It was like an interview type.
Between Bailes and Estados Unidos.
Yeah.
Bailes en Estados Unidos.
And no, yeah, he came up to me, like the lady and the guy came up to me. They would ask me questions, and I was, oh my god, I was stuttering. I felt like I was gonna like faint, bro. It was so bad. Like I always felt dizzy. I was like, bro, I can't. It was so bad.
It's nerve-wracking being up there, you know, just seeing all the eyes just pointing at you is, because I don't know, for me it's like in my mind I'm just like the slightest, let's say like error que hago, they're just gonna be like, oh yeah, he messed up, you know, and everything like that, and they're just gonna stay like that the whole night. That's in my mind, you know, like the slightest error that I make, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, you know, they're just gonna think about that the whole night. Right. So it's like, that's why I try my best not to, you know, mess up on stage.
Have you had anything embarrassing happen to you on stage?
No, I mean, my voice crack sometimes. I don't regularly like voice crack, you could say, or anything like that, but you know, yeah, it's happened several times. Like, I would say like a good like 3 or 4 times that this happened.
No, I know something else, the dulce drink.
Huh?
The rosa drink.
Oh, that's the only time I'm gonna say. Okay, but like I said, my Spanish was, you know, everything. I'm new to this, so.
Alright, so every year, like, you know, it's a tradition. Like, you know, we play for
La Virgen. We always play for La Virgen every single year. You know, we always make time for La Virgen. You know, to play every single doce. And this time, when was it? Last year, pues.
Last year, yeah.
Last year, pues. Not this one that just played, the other one. Last year, we went to go play
St. Ambrose.
St. Ambrose. We went to go play over there, and yeah, everything was going fine. You know. And and me, you know, I'm playing, you know, I'm still nervous, you know, like always nervous.
It was his first year, I think, like being solo, like, you know.
Solo también, yeah, cantando, you know, by myself,
with guitar,
La Virgen and everything. Yeah. And I remember we were there, and we finished playing the song. And you know how a lot of people be like, que vive la Virgen de Guadalupe.
After every song.
You know, after every song, you know, everybody be like, que viva. Yeah. So that time, you know, I felt confident. I was like, okay, you know, I'm gonna say it. So my dumb self messed up and was like, que vive la Virgen de Guadalupe. No, like, que vive la Rosa de Guadalupe. Oh my god. So, but I didn't realize. Everything was going fine. But it was funny.
Did the wind start hitting?
But it was funny because everybody said que viva. Like, so I thought I did fine. And so later we finished and everything, and then I said everybody was like, and they were like, no, he was like, bro, did you say que vive la Rosa de Guadalupe? I'm like, bro, you're tripping, bro. Like, what are you talking about? He's like, bro, you said it. I'm like, no, I didn't, bro. You're tripping. And then I think she was like, no. Until Kelly, your sister, her sister, was recording the song, and at the end you could hear me say que vive la Rosa de Guadalupe. Oh my god, bro! And even my parents were there and everything, and they said they realized too, and they were laughing also. That's an embarrassment that happened.
That's no, yeah, we were. What about you, Kev? Yeah, anything to you?
What you think? Nah, not really. Shit, I had to take a bathroom break.
Yeah.
MXL. I was at MXL. I had a piss, bro, and I had to leave, bro. Like,
he left stage to go take a piss.
Yeah, bro.
And I was just up there trying to animate, try my best to, you know, do that.
How long were you going?
Like a minute, bro. That piss was right there.
So, you guys, you guys are from Puebla, right?
Yeah.
So, what part of Puebla are you guys from?
Me, I'm from Jewital, J-Town.
Okay, J-Town.
You know, shout out to my people from J-Town.
Us too, we're cousins, and we're from Guadalupe.
Yeah. I'm partially from Guadalupe too.
For real?
I'm Guadalupe and Misquitepec. I claim Misquitepec though. Fuck Guadalupe.
Damn!
I'm ahead out.
Don't go.
Podcast is over.
Yeah, we're both from Guadalupe, and my mom, she's from Veracruz, so yeah.
Oh, okay.
Gotta shout out Veracruz.
That's cool. Have you ever been down there to Veracruz?
Yeah, I've been there a couple times too. Yeah, it's nice out there. Yeah, it's different. It's different from Puebla.
Yeah, it's a completely different vibe.
Yeah.
Would you guys ever see yourself going down to Guadalupe or Jewital and playing for their festival?
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's something that we
would.
Yeah, I'll be down.
Do you guys ever bump heads in terms of like, you know, when it comes to writing songs or getting your sets done or practice?
Sometimes.
A little bit.
Sometimes. But, you know, it's a little like, let's say like we bump heads, but then, you know, we understand each other. We understand where we're coming from. And, you know, that's why I feel like that's where the chemistry comes in. You know, like we understand each other. We're like, okay, let's do this instead. And, you know, we all agree to something, you know. It's not like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. And they're like, oh, no, then, you know, let's not do it. No, like, you know, we come to an agreement and we just, yeah.
So what do your families think now that you guys have this little bit of success and you guys are actually well known now in our area, what do your families think of it?
I mean, my parents they're like, échale ganas, you know, just keep going, don't give up, you know. That's one thing that I like about my parents is that ellos me dan ánimo, you could say. They're like, bro, don't give up, you know, don't give up, échale ganas, keep going, and you know, one day you just never know.
Yeah, they like support us really, like they really support me. They always push me to like, you know, post some covers or like learn new songs in general. But I just love how they just support me and push me to like put in some work into like the music industry.
Yeah, for me, I mean, the same, you know, my mom, my dad, you know, they've always, you know, whatever I needed, you know, they always have my back, you know, so, yeah.
So you being a female in this industry, right? Well, at least in this community, right, of musicians and everything, have you ever had any negative stuff come from other bands or other males that are in the industry that said like, that's cute, or, you know, ain't trying to undermine you or anything? Have you ever had that?
No, mostly everyone that I've met, they've been supportive. Like guys, like all the, you know, all the grupos in the area, they've been supporting me. They're always like, you know, you got this. They're always hyping me up on stage, you know, trying to make me feel bad. Because I'm always like so scared, like I'm shy, like I don't really talk like that. But the support I've been getting from everyone is really nice. Yeah.
So being a female in this community, what's something you would tell other females that possibly want to get into it? What would you tell them?
I would tell them to never give up, because I know it's hard, it's difficult. Like there's some people that want to bring you down and everything, but you just have to keep your head up and just don't listen to negative comments. Like go by the positive comments. Like yeah, there's negative comments, but some of them they tell you like, oh, you have to do this. Like you can take the negative comments and turn it into positive comments, but just don't give up. So
I see you guys have your own merch and everything, you know. Do you guys sell this online, or, you know, where can I get a Jefe freaking sweater? I'm trying to be dripped out too, bro.
No, on IG, on our IG, on Los Jefes del Este.
Just messages,
just,
yeah.
You know, DM, you. And you know, just your size and everything, and yeah.
Show the people what the back looks like.
You know.
He's like a 360.
They're 360, dog. Dude. Light skin face. Light skin face.
So do you guys have any music in the vault that's like already ready that you guys could probably give the listeners a little taste of it? I know we didn't bring the instruments today, but at least we got the voice, right?
Yeah. We have this one corrido ready that we already have kind of recorded, you could say, halfway. That es a corrido that compusimos por un compa que tenemos ahí. And yeah, it's like humilde, sencillo, así fui creado, pero si me altero verán como soy.
Mi mano derecha, ese es mi carnal. Mi compa Casper siempre al tiro está. Madrecita linda, cuánto te extraño.
Who does your videos for you guys?
Our boy Lex, Migo Lex, shout out to my boy out there. No, yeah, bro, he's the hookup, the cameraman, you know, video shoot, all the photos, all the videos that we have by my boy Lex, you know.
He was at Mariachi that night, right?
Yeah, he was.
Shout out Lex.
No, yeah. He's.
When you're performing a song, has there ever been a moment when you forget the lyrics? Or...
Yeah, no, a lot of times. There's been moments where I'm just like. And there's moments where I'm playing and literally like, let's say I start good, I start the first half, and then the second half is just like where I lose everything. And I turn back to Kevin sometimes, I'm like, and like sometimes he knows the lyrics also, but then sometimes I'm like brainstorming, like, no, but yeah, there's been moments where I forgot the lyrics.
How does it go?
I'm like, cause I have the wireless mic, so I can't really say it. I can't be like, hey, how does it go? Yeah, no, I can't. I just be like, I just nod my head, you could say. And yeah.
What do you do when, let's say you guys aren't the ones running the audio, right? And you gotta rely on other people. Because I know audio is one of the most important things, right? Especially like to get the sound across. Mm-hmm. How do you guys overcome that?
I mean, that's why we always go to sound check. You know, go early before the event starts. You know, try to see the sound and everything like that. The errors that we see, you know, we try to tell the engineer, you know, hey,
Yeah.
you know, this and
Try
that.
to build a connection with
Yeah.
the engineer because you know the engineer is in charge of everything. You know, you can't be a dick to him.
Right.
You gotta like be cool with him. You know. Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Do you think you'll ever possibly start doing some vlogs?
We've tried.
Yeah,
We tried
we
stuff.
actually had this one vlog.
We had this one vlog
Yeah,
in New York,
yeah.
and it was funny because we were like, yeah, we recorded when we went to New York, the Queen's event. We went to New York and we recorded it. We recorded on the way over there and everything. And literally getting there, we just like forgot all about it. And then we just like remember like right before we were gonna get on stage. So we recorded like it's like a little like 4 or 5 minute vlog, and we have it right there. We have it like there, but we're not sure. We never released it. We never released it.
Okay.
And it's like a little clip.
Do you think you'll ever change up the style that you're doing now, or do you just saying just your focus is Sireno and that's what you want to be?
I mean, for right now, this is the base, like I said, and if anything else comes, like little collabs and stuff, we're down,
Okay.
Yeah.
Who would you say is your favorite artist right now that's like, putting out these tunes and everything? Who would you say is your favorite artist right now?
Nah, like you said, Marca. Like that's a grupo that I really look up to. It's a grupo that I feel like has the corridos and romanticas that it's just a mixture, and it's a grupo that I really look up to. You could say.
How about you, Yari?
There's a lot. There's a lot. There's Eslabon, Marca.
But who would be your go-to? Like, you just want to take a drive and you put that song on.
I think it's Eslabon.
That's
I
Eslabon.
think I think
With the sad cut hours.
What you, Nino?
Me, I'm old school, I like old school stuff, so,
Okay.
like Chalino and stuff like that, yeah, that's me.
So I think this has been good. I think we're gonna wrap it up here. We got to know who they are, their story, stuff that they've gotten into, some fun stuff, some embarrassing stuff, all this other stuff. So until next time, my name is Jesse. This has been Kicking It with Jess, and I am here with
Este.
And until next time, we out.
Thank you.
How did you decide to start a group?
Shit, hold on, alright. Oh, nah, nigga.
This man's so dirty, son. I'm telling you. It's rolling, by the way, so. Yo, they just found out your barbershop dirty.
What the fuck? What? Yeah. Fuck. I was flowing and then I ran out. Until next time, this is
Los Jefes al Este.
Con un blomis, con wax, mi guitarra y mi libro, escribiendo una canción. También me gusta pistear, en mi estado me verán con las morras a bailar. En la mesa con los Jefes, Baracas, frío, Jefes. En la mesa del rincón, un perico me llamó. Y yo vaso pa' empezar y alta para alterar, un whisky pa' empezar.